guys, so today I am filming downstairs. Guess Lucky doesn't want to be in this video with me. We are going to be talking about the Pantone color of the year, and more importantly, what is it and why should you care, and where does it come from, who is Pantone. We'll talk all about that today. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help online businesses create beautiful digital downloads using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do unboxings on Saturday. Now today we're going to be talking about the Pantone color of the year. Make sure to download below the freebie, which is the Pantone color, how to use it in designs, how to describe it, how to use keywords for it, how to market it, all the things to make the most of using the 2020 Pantone color of the year. So today we're going to go over 4 different things. 1, who is Pantone? Is it a person? Is it a company? Where did they come from? And 2, we're going to talk about why did they get to decide the color of the year? How did they do that? And then 3rd, we're going to talk about what is the 2020 Pantone color of the year. And 4th, most importantly, we are going to talk about how you can really rock that in your design or your logo that if you decide to use that color for this year. So the first thing is, who is Pantone? So Pantone is just a company. It was started in 1963, and back then, obviously, they didn't have computers and there was no internet. So if you want to use the same color for a print or a textile or something like that, people would say, you know, like the Crayola box, it's like a sienna blue, it is a sky blue, it's cobalt blue, but it was much easier just to have swatches. So Pantone would actually print out swatches, and they still do. You can order them on Amazon. They're very expensive. So I think just interior designers use those nowadays, but they had then uniformity across both of those many industries actually, in order to ensure consistency in what colors were being used for print and textiles. So that's who Pantone is. Now, the second thing is, why did they get to decide the color of the year? I mean, technically anyone could, but they have a division called the Color Institute, and that group takes a look at everything going on, like different macro trends. They look at influencers, they look at lifestyle, they look at the, I guess, I don't know how they do this, but the socioeconomic status of the world, I guess, and of the political environment. And from all of those factors, they try to determine what is going to be the hot new color for the following year. So in December of each year, they will announce what the Pantone color of the year is for the year following. So the third thing we're going to go over is, what is the color of the year for 2020? It is classic blue. Now, classic blue to me kind of looks like the color of my shirt. It's like a dark blue, but it's not really a royal blue. It's not a sky blue. It's kind of like the color of jeans, almost like a dark colored Levi jeans, maybe. I'm not really sure. So some years I'm excited by the Pantone color year. Sometimes I'm not. For some reason, in my mind, this is the way it goes. They pick a nice color. They pick kind of a dud color. They pick a nice color. They pick a dud color. So last year was coral, which kind of looked like orange to me. Definitely not my style. But the year before that, they had, I think it was ultraviolet, which was beautiful. The year before that, they had this like limey green color. Definitely a no. The year before that, they had a really pretty pink color. So like I said, it seems to be like a yay, nay for me in terms of my personal choices. But I'm not hip on how you can interpret socioeconomic status or political environment into a color of the year. I'm sure there is much more of a science behind it. I'm not sure what that is. There is also a science too behind how they name it, right? So classic blue, they could have called it bright blue. They could have called it denim blue, but they chose classic blue, which they said helps also set the tone and the style for what that color is and how it's interpreted by others, which is pretty much true. And 4th, and most importantly, is how can you use that in your marketing? Well, they've actually done some help for you. So I have summarized all of that for you in the Pantone download for you. But what they did for 2019 is they had a sensory party. So the color blue was used to describe like It's that horrible interview question you get when they say, if you could be any color, what color would you be? And you're like, this is the worst interview ever. Should I just walk out? Is this guy just really bad at interviewing? Well, I have to interact with this person a lot if I get this job. So if you were to be a color like classic blue, then they had a party where they were talking about how classic blue smells, how classic blue feels, what kind of mood classic blue is. So all of that information is in the download with a little bit more help on keywords to use and ways to describe it, because in theory, that will be the hot new trend for 2020. All right, so let's just recap really quickly. First, who is Pantone? It is a company from 1963 that helped with the textile and design industry to create some standards on what colors were being used. The second is who decides this? The color of the year. It's the Color Institute, which is a division of Pantone, and they decide it by looking at trends and just making a guess. I'm just going to say it's a guess. And then number 3 is what is the 2020 color of the year, and it is classic blue. And number 4 is how can you use it in your design? Well, all of that is inside the download for today. Also, I think I mentioned this. The reason I am down here today filming is because Lucky was a very naughty kitty and knocked all of my YouTube equipment over. And if you've seen my YouTube setup, I have like wires into 3 other wires that are into a splitter, that are into a power cord, which is into a power strip. Anyways, it is complete chaos. And I don't know if anyone has a cat. They like moving, pushing cords around. It's a mess. I don't know how to connect anything. And it's getting late, as you can see outside, so I did want to make sure I got a video out to you. So that's why we're filming down here. All right, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day, and I will talk to you guys on Thursday. Bye.